How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Football Night! Yeah! Turn on the Friday night lights. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my air conditioner. I've just got remotes everywhere. Let's try this again. Football Night! I was thinking it would look like football. It looks like football, right? Here, if I do this. Or maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. It really helps out the show. Thanks. I am so pumped to watch a Christian football movie. Now, I have been doing this for like 6-7 years now, searching for the greatest Christian football movie that could ever possibly be made. And I don't know if I've found one. But this year, I've got such a plethora, a nice, sweet, succulent grouping of Christian football movies that we are going to watch, and it starts tonight. It starts tonight. Is that a song? I think I just mixed 10 different songs together. The Homecoming. This movie is from 1996, but it's from Worldwide Pictures, which is, if you don't know, Billy Graham's production company. They made a lot of movies, like going back to like 1910. I think, is when they started. Today, we are watching one of the later ones. I don't even know if Worldwide Productions still makes movies. I mean, it looks like they have a website still. And that, in and of itself, is an accomplishment, I think. Is this them? No, this is Service. I think this might not be theirs. So, does Billy Graham have what it takes? You can't see the wind, but you can taste the wind, and you can try to catch the wind. That's what Billy Graham used to always say. If this movie is anything like the wind, we're not going to be able to see it, but we're going to be able to feel it. It's great because there are 100 movies that people have been asking me to review. They're like, Kevin, please watch this one. I want to know what you think about this movie. Yet, this is one that nobody ever has asked me to review, and we're going to watch it tonight. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Get ready for my movie night review of The Homecoming. The movie begins the way we love movies to begin, even back in 1996. But this is like stock footage stuff. Wait, I don't think that was even stock footage. I think this is real. I mean, I don't think anything has ever been more real. We meet our main character, Jordy.
Name's Jordy. I grew up on the south side of the city.
He's just a city boy with a history of trouble.
This is my high school. Or should I say was.
Quickly, we realize that this isn't your average Christian movie.
Classes were tough.
Sure, it's got voiceover, but like, it's kind of a parody.
Admission was highly competitive.
I feel like I'm watching an Edgar Wright movie. I mean, it's got quips, it's got quick editing, it's got these creative angles.
So, when my counselor suggested a change of venue might improve my chances of graduating,
we do throw ourselves at the mercy of this court. Bears season tickets, Your Honor.
I think this is like an appropriate use of voiceover and an inappropriate use of beveled text. I'm impressed, Billy Graham. Great job, Billy Graham. So Jordy, being a bad boy, he gets kicked out of his big city Chicago school, and he goes over to this, country school or something. Why? I don't know. He's just a bad guy, I guess. So we get to his new school where he has this encounter with, I guess, the school bullies, and he quickly finds out that his big city ignorance isn't gonna fly around here.
Mascot with gender problems.
What did you say? Don't diss the Grizz. That's a big deal around here. But you're obviously not from around here.
Oh, the classic tale of the big city boy coming out to the rural country and not understanding their progressive ways. But that's when this other kid comes in to save Jordy from a beatdown.
Hey, knock it off, you guys. There are better ways to get revenge.
Like what, Mr. President?
Make peace.
Not war.
Our fight is not with each other.
Our fight is not against flesh and blood.
I agree with Crowder.
Wait, does he think Jordy is Steven Crowder? I could see that. But
All
they
right,
decide to beat him up anyway.
Problem, boys?
Holy cow, where'd he come from? That's what we learn about his educational history.
He was suspended 8 times.
What is he bleeding from?
2-time All-State wide receiver.
Football!
Well, that was until last month when you punched your coach. The court says we're your last chance.
We're your last chance. Detectives.
You're going to have to learn how to get along with others.
I thought that was a router on his desk, like a wireless router, but they're pens. Well, because he got into this fight, the principal has assigned him some after-school activities.
Philanthropic clubs, sports activities. 1-week detention starting today.
But I'm meeting those bullies after school. Cut to detention. What's going on here? Bum, bum, bum. I mean, I guess the shot's cool. Then in rolls Crowder.
Take a seat.
Thanks, brought my own.
No talking.
Though that was a pretty good joke. Oh! football. It's paper football, but it's close. They really capture the feel of detention and how boring it is. Well, once detention's done, Crowder and Jordy are best buds, or something.
You need a ride home?
I can walk.
Ha!
Sure.
That's when Jordy has another run-in with the bullies.
Hey, Chicago!
This one more awkward than the last.
Anytime you want to butt heads.
No, I think I'm good, thanks.
If brains were dynamite, he wouldn't have enough to blow his nose.
That's a complicated insult, especially when he's not going to hear it. Well, our main character, Jordy, goes on a little ride with his new friend. Did you see his bumper sticker? Darwin sucks fish sticks.
Right.
Well, on the ride, Crowder invites Jordy to his dumb little club.
A campus life club?
Jordy's not really interested until he realizes, wait,
That'd be considered a philanthropic club.
it's a movie night.
You want me to start this over?
Well, Jordy starts to realize that maybe this club might be a little lame.
2 guys?
And a Bible.
How come nobody's got a leather jacket?
Yeah, we got flyers.
And I got a Book of Mormon. I got a bunch of activities planned.
Well, Jordy's about to blow this popsicle stand, but in walks the girl he likes.
I'm sorry, I'm late. I had to walk my bike here. I got a flat.
So he decides to stick around. Well, kind of.
I feel like a burger.
Ah, you look like one.
You wanna come?
Yeah.
What? She's in love with him already?
All right. I guess we can end early.
So they head over to the local burger stand.
Please keep your arms and legs inside.
Hey, man, what you doing?
Sorry.
Sorry, I was making a funny joke about keeping your arms and legs. Never mind, it's not that good.
I must use the bathroom.
The badger's a very vicious animal. I better go with him.
She loves him so much. That was quick. Thought there'd be some resistance. But that's when trouble brews.
Hey, coming through.
Oh, crap.
Oh my gosh, you okay?
All right.
Nice move, moron.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Help her up, punk.
It's okay. Let me.
It's okay. It's really the restaurant's fault for having their waitresses roller skate. I don't know why that was ever a thing. Well, that's when Mr. Christian stupidly offers to pay for it.
We'll pay for it. Oh, you will.
I can't walk.
Hey, man. The guy's a gimp.
Oh, that's mean.
Hey, what are you looking at?
I'm just wondering why all of us 35-year-olds are still in high school.
Hey, Buzz, check it out. A gimp, a shrimp, and a wimp.
That's when he goes Peter Parker on his ass. Wow, they even have sound design and stuff. I mean, I don't know what this movie's about, but at least they're trying. Well, they get the heck out of that scene real quick. Now it's time to meet the football coach. Oh,
Coach?
and principal? What is this, a Kendrick Brothers movie?
Please don't punch me.
Ha!
Let's run the offense.
Sounds like he's gonna learn a little bit about discipline from football and Jesus. Well, later on in class, it's time for us to get to what we're really here for, the homecoming preparations.
We have 4 entries for this year's senior homecoming float.
As a homeschooler, I have no idea. This could be exactly what high school's always like. That's when we learn that not only is Crowder a strong spiritual leader, he's also a genius at building floats. That's when it comes alive and starts murdering the children.
Wally, that was awesome. How did you do that? That was interesting.
Well, that evening, I guess they're on a date or something.
I thought we could just sit. Talk?
Okay.
Okay, talking's over. What? Kissing? That's not talking. And she's like, hey, we gotta get to Wally's Bible study.
No, I mean Wally's.
Let's finish our conversation.
Man, that was even a creative transition. What is happening right now? How have I never heard about this movie? Maybe it's the coffee, but this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. Leaving Wally Crowder all alone, creepily staring at this couple. Now we're back at the date, I guess.
Jordy, I really like you.
It's just we've spent literally 2 minutes with each other.
Maybe you should just take me home.
Well, that's when the movie becomes very, very Christian.
I've set certain boundaries, Jordy.
So this is about your religion?
No, I just don't want to get hurt. It's not.
I don't even think you need to be a Christian to reject a guy this early in a relationship. Or ever, I guess. But even though she says this isn't about a religion, well,
It's about this relationship I have.
it's not a religion, it's a relationship. This is the first time that was ever said, actually.
God doesn't want us to have any fun.
He just cares about us so much that he doesn't want to see us be hurt or, mess things up.
You really believe all that stuff?
I appreciate that they got rid of the rear view mirror for this scene.
Believing isn't something that you just do in your mind, in your head. I mean, he's in my heart.
All right, well, enough of that Christian stuff. Then we cut to the football game that we've all been waiting for. Yeah! Football!
He's at the 50. He's at the 40. It could go all the way.
He could go all the way here, but he certainly isn't going to go all the way with his new girlfriend. That's for sure. Thanks to Jesus.
Touchdown!
I'm so glad that they won and that he went all the way. But what's going on with the homecoming float?
Fire in the hole.
Wow, he got the approval and put it together that quickly. Well, that's when we find out that Jordy has decided to move on to new friends and goes Peter Parker again.
Pizza time.
Are you going?
Yeah, let's all go.
What about us? Well, you guys can follow us later in Molly's car.
Is this to make What's-Her-Face jealous? I don't know. I'm so indifferent to it, I'm probably not even gonna know. Well, at this point, Pam is really starting to regret her relationship with Jesus.
It's not fair.
What?
This whole Christian thing, you know? I always have to be this good little girl all the time.
Oh no, she's gonna wish she'd never been saved at all. It's gonna be second glance all over again. I feel like I'm watching an edited version of this that was edited by somebody who took all of the clips that were left on the cutting room floor when somebody else took the good clips and made a highlight reel. Well, don't worry, everybody. Wally handles this with an illustration about coloring books, of course.
Remember coloring books as a kid?
Coloring books, the most powerful teaching tool in Christianity.
In my family, we used to have races to see who could finish a coloring book first. I always won. But there was this little girl who lived across the street. Do you know where that girl is today?
It was her all along.
She's building floats at Morris High. She's making something beautiful out of her life.
Do you have any idea how great you are?
Oh my god, I can't believe it's working. That line really worked. It's working. Oh, so she'll kiss this guy. Oh, wait, my boundaries.
I've never kissed anyone before.
I've never kissed a boy.
Except maybe those tree frogs.
Ew. Way to kill the mood, bro. But later that night, somebody sets fire to the float. No! Oh my gosh. Why? Why would you do this? That thing's flammable? Like, if it breathes fire, I feel like this was gonna happen anyway. Well, this really ticks off the bullies because they think that their rival team did it.
It's toast, man! It's toast!
I say we kill him.
I say we go up to that castle in the sky and show that monster what he's been doing to us all. But that's when Jordy discovers a clue. Football, everyone! I'll give him this much. There's not a lot of exposition. So the bullies decide that they're gonna go take revenge on those stinking badgers.
Won't our float look good being pulled by a live badger?
I guess they're gonna steal the badger. This is such a cliche. But that's when everything goes wrong!
Got nothing.
Dude, it shredded your pants.
But Jordy has an idea. Jordy has an awful, terrible idea. He decides to have a strongman competition with his friends. I think that's what's happening. I can't tell because it's so dark. Hilarious. Then it runs over the kid in the wheelchair. Actually, what happens is it blows up! These kinds of movies actually make me feel bad because obviously somebody creative was involved in this with the editing, videography, and stuff. There's some creative stuff done in this. I feel bad that this is what they had to work with. Well, at school, he gets in trouble, of course.
See you in my office.
I have to go make out with the principal now. He doesn't have any boundaries.
Jordy, this is Officer Staberman of the Morris Police Force.
I hate my job.
So, Jordy,
Got any donuts?
you know anything about that Westbury Park booster bus that blew itself up?
A lot of alliteration, I know that much.
Looks like it was just a prank that went a little awry.
The police are looking for any information that might help them find the kid or kids who did this.
What makes you think it was us?
What makes you think it was kids? Maybe it was senior citizens. Well, Jordy's so shaken up that he has to wash his face in the bathroom at school, of course.
I got a scholarship on the line.
Football, ladies and gentlemen.
Just trying to scare somebody into pointing a finger.
I mean, I get it. Not all football movies are about football. Nothing ever said that this was going to be a football movie other than the cover. Really, it's called Homecoming. They better have a homecoming dance.
Football scholarship is my ride. I'm not gonna let some religious fanatic mess that up.
Light? Thanks.
Dun, dun, dun. Now, there's something subtle. You see, what just happened is he just handed him his own lighter.
No offense, Jordy. But we're all Christians. We're cool. We don't let it get in the way.
Now I've got his fingerprints on this lighter. Oh, wait, crap. So are mine.
A couple of guys from Westbury Park go to my church. I can get their names. We've got flyers.
I love that this kid's whole personality is built around the fact that he has flyers.
All right, well then, let's get started.
All right, let's pray.
Lame. That's what the guy's thinking. I'm not saying that. I think it's wonderful and beautiful. It's a lot of meandering. I'll say that much.
It's against school policy.
Well, who's your boss?
Fritz Goldman is my boss. He's not available. He's in a meeting.
Such an awkward scene.
I'll come back after school.
Dean Goldman is not.
I guess they just gave up. They're like, ah, crap. We got to make a whole movie. That's when Biff Tanner sees Crowder's car, and they go after him. The movie turns into Revelation Road 3, Black Rider.
On the road, buddy. Go for it.
No! Crowder! Ah! Oh my gosh.
So that's when Jordy hits that gas pedal, he's going real fast, he's gonna burn, but he hits his sign, he's like, oh crap, oh no, look out, I'm gonna flip, no!
That's when the movie gets extremely heavy.
Yesterday at approximately 6 p.m., Wally Crowder was involved in a terrible car accident.
Wait, did he die?
We don't have any information at this time.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you do.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family.
Thoughts and prayers.
A lot of good they did.
Why would anybody want to hurt my baby?
I thought they said no other car was involved in the accident, so they don't know. Well, that's when the guys from the rival team show up.
We came to extend our apologies.
Who's responsible?
Yeah, we don't know. None of us.
Yeah, none of you guys are responsible. You're irresponsible dirtbags.
If you wouldn't mind giving him the message.
No, Wally disagrees with the message. It's KJV only for him.
Wally tried to drop off some flyers.
We'll be there, and we'll be praying.
Let it good your thoughts, prayers do.
We'd like to settle this once and for all. Anybody that's got the guts.
Jordy.
3
whose
o'clock,
ticket's gone?
Monday.
Oh, but that's when Arthur comes on, though.
Anybody that's got the guts.
Yeah, you said that already.
Tell them I'll be there.
Bring your guts with you. We'll settle this on the court. Don't forget about the guts. Jordy refuses to accept the kindness extended by the Badgers. The only thing that I could imagine ever changing his heart at this point would be like a letter from Wally, maybe? I don't know.
Dear Jordy, don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Fix your attention on God.
Oh, crap. It's turning into that other movie we watched that one time. Worm?
We gotta fight to do what's right, brother.
Well, just like any good Christian movie, it takes a tragedy to get Jordy to turn his life around. That's when, out of nowhere, we see a Billy Graham crusade for some reason. Does every worldwide production have just cutting to Billy Graham?
And he wants to forgive you of your failures.
Look at these 90s kids, huh?
All the way back to
Look
the
at
time
that Miami Tasmanian Devil shirt. That's so 90s.
he sent his son Christ to die on the cross.
You see, God? You ever seen him? Well, I've never seen the wind. I've seen the effects of the wind, but I've never seen the wind. There's a mystery to it.
It's something you do with your head. It's something that you do with your body, with your heart.
Oh, he's saying what the girl said in the car before.
I'm going to ask you to stand to your feet.
How is he here? So he's just here? Oh my gosh, this is like a freaking God's Not Dead type ending. This is why they thought it was okay to do this. How did I get here? Is this heaven? As a kid, I was always afraid this is what heaven would be like. I'm like, I don't want to go to heaven if it's just a bunch of people standing around. I'm here too. And me. And me. I am Spartacus. Well, after all that, it's time for school assembly. I'm sorry, guys. Now that I've found Jesus Christ, I don't think I can play football anymore.
We're going to keep this real short.
And real quiet, because I forgot to move the microphone to my mouth.
We've decided to cancel this year's homecoming.
What?
Quiet.
What?
Wally Crowder asked me to read the following letter. I offer my resignation as your president.
Freaking Wally, what a quitter!
I want you to know that I forgive the guys that did this. Continue this childish feud or resolve our differences.
And remember, he is in a wheelchair, so...
Childish feud! Childish feud! Childish feud!
Childish feud!
Childish feud! Childish feud! childish. Oh, it's not an easy chant to do. Well, that's when Jordy gets up to set things right. I know that all of you have basically just made fun of me the whole time since I've been here, and I have never done anything to earn anybody's respect. But listen to me.
I was involved in the incident at Westbury Park.
What?
I'm responsible for what happened.
No, that's not what I meant.
What I did was wrong.
It was a sin.
A friend of mine was almost killed because of me. I have some unfinished business with our crosstown rivals.
That's why I'm still here and haven't crossed over to the other side.
Anybody that's got the guts can follow me.
It's not fair. Everybody literally has guts.
Run!
Well, that's when everybody with guts makes their way to the cornfield. And things get really epic.
Boy, I'm glad they cut down all the corn before we decided to do this. I mean, literally just a few days ago, this whole field was covered in corn.
Now it's time to truly put thoughts and prayers to the test.
We pray for peaceful resolution to this conflict.
If God's real, this fight won't happen.
Lord, we believe that you are in total control.
We're gonna destroy you guys.
You're gonna destroy
You're
us.
a dead man, Rembrandt. Yeah, I am. As of this weekend, actually.
It's payback time!
And I intend to.
In heaven?
You're admitting it?
And I apologize. I'll do whatever it takes to make it right.
This is like an original field moment.
See you at another field sometime?
Deal.
You did it? Betrayal. Why are they canceling the homecoming? Because he got in a car accident? Doesn't seem fair to all the people who worked to put it together.
Came by to say thanks.
You came by because you felt sorry for me.
Yeah, anybody would. We feel sorry that you got in a car accident. Don't be a jerk about it.
I went and heard Billy Graham.
Just like you always wanted. He's amazing. I accepted Billy Graham as my Lord and Savior now.
I hope that someday you can accept my apology.
And accept the fact that I wear way too much leather.
I'm dedicating the game tomorrow to you.
Even though it's been canceled.
Did you invite Christ into your heart? And dedicate it to him.
And if you get a touchdown, kneel on one knee and pray and point up into heaven. That's the only way you could be a Christian and play football. Well, now it's time for the big homecoming game that we've all been waiting for. And you know that Jesus is going to help them win. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big game. Now it's time for the homecoming dance. Anyway, let's spike the punch bowl, shall we?
I guess I owe you an apology, too.
It's not entirely your fault. You're a guy, you guys are dumb.
Well, now that he's a Christian, it turns out everything's okay, I guess. Turns out the guy who people were kind of indifferent about is the homecoming king. This is like the crown you'll get now when you go to heaven, maybe. Is this something that he cared about ever? And what to our wondrous eyes should appear? Buddy Crowder, whatever his name is. He's here. Why isn't she homecoming queen? I mean, come on.
He deserves this more than you.
You deserve this. Why? You earned it. Whatever you do to earn homecoming queen, you did it actually, Wally. You did this.
Genuinely touched.
It didn't teach our audience anything, but it sure taught me a lot.
I wonder how much this thing is worth melted down.
It's not a real crown. It's actually made of plastic, you could tell.
May I have the honor?
Oh, by all means.
I thought you said you weren't gonna do the honor.
You know, God made each of us unique, and we spend our whole lives trying to be like everyone else.
But instead, we should start trying to be like everyone else, but in Christianity instead.
Finding the love of God and the love of his followers. To be accepted. Just as I am.
Just as I am. If they end with that song, oh my gosh, I will be thrilled.
Jesus said it best.
Come on, do it. Do it.
Follow me.
They didn't do it. They wimped out on us. Good job, Rocky Lane. That can't be a real name, right? There we have it. Homecoming, and boy, did we learn a lot. I think that movie was a little bit, shall I say, lame? Can I say that? What a dumb movie. Honestly, I'm most disappointed because it was kind of a tease. Kind of like the girl in the movie with Jordy. It made me think that I had a chance, you know? I didn't think it was gonna be a good football movie. I don't ever expect or care if a movie has football in it, but what I do hope for and what I do expect when a movie starts off with kind of some clever dialogue, clever voiceover, interesting editing, that we're at least gonna watch something that's fun or funny or doesn't take itself too seriously. Once it got into what I guess you could call the story, it becomes super preachy. But I don't even think that it's the Christianity that makes this take itself too seriously. Even though I think that it becomes super preachy because it takes itself so seriously, it ends up just turning into a movie that is about nothing other than get saved. I think the Billy Graham insert was bad. It was random because it was like, whoa, we're here all of a sudden? Why? It's kind of the prime example of the, I became a Christian, so that's the character arc. And unfortunately, what I think happens is the movie kind of takes a side road, a rocky lane, if you will, decides to be about something that it wasn't intended to be about. And in that, it was boring. I could see why I never heard of it. I think they should have embraced the humor, like making a comedy. I don't know. I think of movies like Brick. Maybe they should have made a movie like that. There you go. Little Ryan Johnson reference for you. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. That's all I got to say about this movie. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night. Lights out. Nobody could see me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode was recorded in front of a live audience over at SGK Plus. If you sign up for SGK Plus, it not only helps out the show, which it does tremendously, but also you get to hang out with me every single Wednesday, unless there's like a holiday or something, and watch one of these movies with me, and you get to see everything that I say about it, not just the stuff that I say here in the edited down version. So head over to SayGoodnightKevin.com/SGK Plus and see what we got going on.
He's at the 50. He's at the 40.